God, I love Ubisoft. It's my favorite company. Although I wish they would invest a little bit more into safety. Because like every single time they put out a press statement, I laugh so hard, I'm afraid that I'm going to fall off with my chair. So like I want their plump HR lady, you know? I want that massive corporeal manifestation of a woman to come into my house and hold my chair. Just hold my chair whenever I open a website when I see a press communication from Ubisoft. Because like I'm starting to laugh so hard, I may actually fall over. Did happen once with Metacar. Those of you who are fans of the channel know what I'm talking about. But like, do you know that in Britain, like Ubisoft actually was proud of the fact to announce that they're going to inform the cops on their customers? I'm not kidding. Like I don't know how the fuck that went out under the radar. But like it's an actual article. Like they were saying that if you do the speech of hate while playing video games, they will call the British police. And so like, you know, the smart, intelligent people, usually Australians or British. I genuinely am noticing this now, you know, like I'm becoming the noticer on Twitter. Every single time you have like some fascist authoritarian policy, most of the people that fully support it are either on Blue Sky, or if they're on Twitter, they're either British or Australian. I don't know why. It's like overwhelming representation. You know, despite the fact being 20% of the people on the internet, Australian and British people support some of the most authoritarian shit. Anyway, regardless, what do I mean by this? Well, then what happens? Like, well, if you know that the cops are coming, why would you do the speech of hate? Why would you wanna? And it's like, okay, listen, motherfucker. Imagine that I want to buy a game for my kid, right? If I buy him a Ubisoft game, there is an actual chance I'm harming the future of my child. Like, let's say he actually plays the game and is a cheeky little shit and does the same shit that I did when I was a teenager and is trying to be a little bit edgy online, and then the cops knock at the door. And so who do I blame? Well, I blame myself for being retarded enough to buy him a Ubisoft game, right? Like, I don't do the speech of hate because I understand that I'm under a state police when I'm playing online, but like, my kid doesn't. And so, anyway, the fact with the Stop Killing Games initiative, like one of the complaints that they had, like this blew my fucking mind. Initially, I thought, okay, well, they will complain that they may not have enough money to keep the servers running. They will complain that their IP can be violated if someone else runs a private server. No, their complaint is like, we can't moderate people. We can't moderate people. And this is like the obsession that Sony also has. Well, not Sony in particular, but Helldivers, right? They basically told people, if you want to keep playing, you need to start a PlayStation account. And people were like, but why though? It's like, oh, so we can moderate better. In other words, like if they ban you, they want to make sure that they ban your entire account. It's this obsession with moderation, right? And tone policing. It's like, you're a video game company. Fucking China doesn't do that. Fucking China doesn't do that. Like, when they sell you the Wukong, when they sell you the Path of Exile, they're not obsessed about, like, thought policing you. They're obsessed with entertaining you. America didn't used to do this shit in 2016. Like, do you remember BioWare, like, caring about what you believe? The only thing they cared about was to buy their game. So they would put some tits on the box and, you know, Commander Shepard having a big gun. And they would expect that you buy their game and that's it. The fuck is with this nonsense? This stodgy bullshit. And so, like, this is what the whole online obsession is, and it's like, you don't own the game, and it's their fact that they want to thought police people. They want to take your children and put their ideas into their brain, and they're very open about this. Like, if you look at game expos and, you listen, especially back when E3 was popular, like, there were people at Ubisoft saying, we're not just making games, we're trying to change the world. And this is what they mean, like, they want to put their subliminal messages, body type A, body type B bullshit into your children's brain. And so, in order to do that, they want to terrorize your child that if they do anything bad, they will ban their account. And so now little Billy has to already police himself. Like, he has to learn what wokeness is, what political correctness is, what is and isn't allowed to say. And already, like, get used, like, normalize the concept of censorship. normalize the idea that, well, on the internet, the corporations decide what you can and can't say. And this is what this is actually about. It's not necessarily about, oh, goodness gracious, you know, they're losing some money. So now they're coming out and they're basically saying that you actually don't own your video games. Now, if people would have listened to my channel, they would have known. I've been saying this shit since SimCity 2000. Been saying this shit since Xbox One. Like when Xbox One came out, it had the exact same features where it had the Kinect opened always, you know, like making sure that it checks your heartbeat, that it monitors your room, microphone always open, all that other nonsense. And I was saying, like, this is what it's going. And then with SimCity 2000, always online, I think like Angry Joe was another person that was fighting against that shit, and people were laughing at him, but he was right. And I was right as well. It's like, yeah, like the whole idea wasn't that the game has to be online, that you can't play the game unless it's online. Like, no, they wanted to normalize the idea that even single-player games should have always online features. Turns out that, well, once it got cracked, yeah, you could have played it just fine on the single player. And so here is where we are, right? Like, I remember Blizzard actually got under the radar with StarCraft 2. Like, StarCraft 2 required you to be online initially, in the beginning stages. It required you to be online to play it, even in single player. And I was like, but why though? But why? And so you end up in a situation where, yeah, you don't fucking own your games. And I'm telling you this, like, the Steam library. You know, Steam is actually ran by Gabe Newell now. What happens if he dies? Like, he's not going to live forever, right? Unless it's George Soros. I don't fucking know. Or Iliescu from Romania. Look him up. But, like, other than that, what happens if he gets replaced? What happens if you get, like, a pink-haired feminist instead of Gabe? And they change the TOS even further, and they start discontinuing games and shit. But what happens, like, if the Steam actually ends up bankrupt as a company? Do you still have your games? And by the way, you know, like, this is 100% gamers' fault. 100%. Simply because they stopped buying physical copies. That's it. Like, every single time people made the decision to actually buy the, to download the game online because of convenience, they also made the decision to get this future to come to pass. I tried buying physical copies all the way until now. If I actually buy a physical copy, you know what happens? They give you a CD key, and you have to put the key in their account so that you can download the game. In other words, you're still buying the digital edition. I don't even know what the fuck is the point. Like, there are no more physical copies. At the very best, maybe you get something that you can install, but you still have to log online in order to play it. So yeah, no, Ubisoft is absolutely right. You don't own your games. However, hopefully that can change. It doesn't have to be this way. There's nowhere written, you know, like Moses didn't come down from the mountain with the tablet saying you're not supposed to own the games. Anyway, right, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you on my live stream. Also, legend has it that if you like, comment, and subscribe, the algorithm gives me a boost. I don't know if the legends are true or not, but maybe we can find out. Take care.